Hey everyone, so today's going to be a little bit different of a video. Instead of working with paints, we're going to be talking about colors. So let me get the camera set up and I'll be right back. Welcome back. I have everything kind of set up. So the one thing I keep coming across lately in a lot of the live feeds from other acrylic pourers are constant questions about how they choose their colors or what colors to pick. And I just wanted to do a little tutorial on picking colors, where to find inspiration, and things like that. So, start off, I have a fan deck right in front. It's a great way to kind of find colors. They show you gradients from dark to light. They even break them down from neutral palettes to more vibrant colors, all the way down to white and pastels, and so on. This one just happens to be a Sherwin-Williams one, but I also have ones from Olympic. Sometimes I'll go through Valspar, Bear, you name it. Alright, the second one I wanted to go over was things you have around your house that you might absolutely love. Second place to find inspiration. Look at vases, look at trinkets you might have, anything, artwork, other artwork, throw pillows you might have. Kind of look at the colors they have already going on and find some inspiration with that. So this one's using a very neutral background, some whites, some grays, and then it has a splash of oranges, yellows, greens. Collect some of these colors and go from there. Other areas you can always look. Go in and look for these design books that they usually have in their paint department. So this kind of shows you everything that's going on in this room. Here's some color inspiration. So look at design magazines, look at these color collection magazines. Also books. Books are another great place. I was going through, just looking at some of the photographs that they have already in here, and just using a little frame, you can start finding areas, cutting out any colors that you might not want into it. So this one I would use grays, I would have whites, this one has two tones of pink. So collect those colors, see what might come from those. Absolutely love this color collection, but too many colors going on. So if you use something to frame out, pull a section of it, and then you can start actually collecting some of those paint colors. I pulled some already aside colors that you would find. So black, red, this is a maroon burgundy, some Naples yellow, butternut gold, white, and luster gray. So in order to do this photo, I would collect those colors and just try to find some inspiration from there. Also, some design firms offer free consultation. Sit down with a color consultant at one of those locations and they can go over colors with you. Now, coming back to this color wheel, I know some of you have questions about how to use it, what goes on with it, the two different sides, so let's talk about that right now. First off, you'll notice there's 10 values right here, starting from black, ending at white. So that's a good thing to kind of look at if you're looking for value, if you're looking for contrast from light to dark. Any paintings that you see, you'll notice a lot of times you'll find darker tones all the way to the lighter tones. So in here I'm using almost the gradient value of 2, which is almost next to black with this green tone. And then this yellow tone I have going on in here is somewhere between the value of 8 and 9. So it's going to be a lot lighter of a color. So that's what we refer to when we're talking about bringing contrast, and it just adds interest to a photo or a painting. Next on this color wheel, we're going to talk about this section right here. You'll notice the primary colors here at the top, plus black and white, and these little openings. So on blue, with adding red, it tells you the purple. It gives you that really pretty violet purple color. Adding that red to a blue violet becomes a little bit softer, more like a plum. Let's move it over. Let's find something a little bit more contrasting. So let's move this red to its opposite color, green. So you'll see how dark that comes. It's almost kind of brown, almost like a brick red. Adding green to this red is going to muddy it up. It's going to darken it up. And you'll hear that term often used when paint pouring is muddying it up. You don't want to get mud. So a lot of times it's finding opposite colors. So this violet with this yellow, it creates that brown. Now if you don't mind earthy tones, if you don't mind brown tones, things like that, or if you're going to add purple and you're going to add yellow and copper into there, that copper with this brown tone will immediately make it very earthy, and you don't have to worry about the muddy tones. But if you're trying to do a very vibrant rainbow pour, something that has a lot of color, and you want those colors to still be separate, that's when it comes to layering inside your cup. So a lot of times if you have purple and yellow, you don't want to place them next to each other. Instead, look at placing that yellow next to a green inside the cup. It'll still keep that gradient. And then from green, you're going to go and place it next to a blue. And so start getting little teals added in there. So violet and blue, all the way down, so you keep following the rainbow tone. So you avoid a lot of those brown muddy tones. On this side, it's going to show you all of the tones and what's known as complementary tones, which are the ones directly across from each other. So if you have a violet and you want to know which kind of opposite of violet, the complementary tone to it is going to be yellow. These tones together are going to be the ones that are going to start giving you those muddier tones. To avoid that, try adding a little bit of red or orange in between the yellow and the violet, or even copper in between those two. So when you layer it, you're going to get more of that copper coming through instead of the brown tones that those two might make. Now we're going to look at triad is going to be the three across. So the most famous one that everyone knows is going to be the blue, the red, and the yellow. It's our primary colors. The secondary colors, you have your violet, your orange, and your green. And then the third, which is breaking down to this yellow green, the blue violet, the red violet, and the yellow orange. So, say you're picking a green tone and you want to know kind of what to avoid when layering that green tone into the cup to avoid mud. Reds, red violets, and violets all are going to kind of muddy up that green tone. So instead of layering directly after that, try adding black, try adding white, try adding blue-green or yellow next to it, and then one of your secondary, a part of your split complementary. So what I mean by that is in your cup, let me grab the cup real quick. In your cup, you'll start with your white. From there, if you were trying to avoid pink, you wouldn't add red. You would add black, you would add a secondary color like yellow right after the white, and then you would add the red, which in turn you'll get orange, but it'll help avoid pink in your painting. Now, when it comes to triad colors, what I mean by pink, so one of the three colors or popular colors you'll find often is the red, the black, and the white. And so often you're afraid of getting pink, any kind of pink tone inside. So in order to avoid that, I added the red, then I added the black, then I added the white, went back and added the black, and then back to the red, and repeated that pattern. So I never placed the red next to the white. I didn't mind getting gray, which the white and the black create, but it helped keep all of this red a lot more vibrant, a lot happier, as you can see. There's something else I was going to talk to you guys about. Oh, that's right. So another great place when searching for inspiration for paintings or anything like that, say if you want a painting to sell faster, if you're selling your artwork, try looking at popular colors right now. So go on to any Pinterest, look at what's repeating, like that mauve color with the rose gold, with the light gray, the white, and that mint kind of green. Those colors right there are circulating. A lot of people are looking for those colors. Those are the colors you're going to want to focus on. Now, I'm not saying that there's any colors in the world to not mix together, but there are certain tones you might want to avoid, and those come into chroma, which known as chroma is the vibrancy of a color. So if you place two colors next to each other and you kind of squint, and the only difference is a little bit of a color contrast, but the same contrast, like the same tone, is carried throughout. Using a lot of these tones together side by side, the painting's going to come out very, very muted, very blah. There's not going to be a lot of interest without adding something a lot lighter, a lot darker. So sticking with a nice gradient in your color tones is going to give you a painting that's going to have a lot more intrigue to it. Oh, another great idea, if you do have fan decks, or if you can't find a fan deck, this is one of the very first fan decks that I had, and I ended up making it. I went to one of the hardware stores and I collected every single strip off the wall, used a nail punch, and then ran some string through it, just so I had a collection of the colors. If you don't have access to a fan deck, this is the next best option. It still gives you colors to pick from, kind of look at. You can organize any way you want. So if you want all your warmer yellow tones in one section, I just followed the numbers on these, which you can see they kind of keep it the more vibrant, and as I go back it mutes out. So I wanted to keep the muted ones back here, a lot of gray tones, and then a lot more of the vibrance right up front. Recording this at like 12:30, midnight, 1 o'clock, somewhere. I lost time. So I do apologize if I'm not making any sense anymore. It's pretty much everything I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, you can always leave a comment. Let me know, and I'll try to do another video, a secondary video to this one, answering any of the questions you might have. There's also a lot of apps that you can download on your phone that if you upload a photo, if you have this photo you absolutely love and it, I don't know, has a peacock on it, you can upload that photo and it'll pull anywhere from 5 to 7 of the most common colors found in that photo, and you can start from there. I'll leave the name of the app in the link below. I can't think of it right now on the top of my head, but it's a fun little tool to use if you're trying to get some colors out of a photo and you don't know which, or you can't decide which colors. And if you have any questions, leave them below. I'll do a secondary video answering all of them. Something exciting. So I finally got my stone coat in. Yay! Came in yesterday. And so the two colors that I got for the mica powders are the gold metallic and the coffee metallic. And I got this little dry erase board from Target on their $3 section area. Has this nice little lip going around it. I'm probably going to paint the frame and try to do some art in the background of this, since it has a nice little lip, cool little hexagon shape. So it might be fun to do a resin piece inside of here. So I'll probably be doing a video for you guys using this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and it was good seeing you guys again, and have a great day, night, or whatever time it is for you.